This is a how-to on changing the coolant on a Honda NHX110. Alright, so first you need to take off the side cover here. Number 2 Phillips. If you see my air filter video, you know that I showed you how to take the other side off. So same thing with this side. 2 screws. Sorry you can't see it from that angle, but if you want to see it, have a better view of it, take a look at my other video, the air filter video. Out. Oops. It's holding up. It's out. Sorry about doing this in the middle of the night. This is the only time I have to do this, so bear with me. You need a 8mm socket, 3 bolts here. So I change my coolant every every year or two? Forget now. Actually every 2 years I think. Alright, so radiator is pretty clean. There's only a couple bugs. That's about it. So this is where the radiator drain is, and this is the fill. Oh, I've got a little catch. Let me go grab the catch. Yeah, a little catch here. And actually, this is a Torx in here. What is that? Like a number? Not sure what size that is. But this is plastic. It's nerd on the outside, so should be able to unscrew that. If you're not strong enough or you don't have quite a good grip, you could use some pliers. But if you use pliers, make sure you put a rag or something over this, because you know the metal will tear up your plastic knob here. It's a really slow drizzle because it's being held in there by suction. So let me open up the overflow or the reserve tank up on top underneath the seat. And I'm not gonna videoing that because it's just so dark that I don't think you guys can see anything. And you should be aware of where that is anyways. I have that open, and I'm gonna open up the cap here, and make sure when you guys do the coolant, make sure that it's the engine it's not hot, okay? Otherwise you'll have some steaming hot coolant that'll burn you. So I just take it out. So take away the suction. Now it flows a lot faster. So hopefully that, when you do that, that also actually, because I still have this cap on here, so that actually also, because of the suction, it'll actually suck the coolant from the reservoir out as well. So leave the cap on until it all spills out. So that's the easy way of doing it. If you take this all the way off, you probably won't be able to get the coolant out of the reservoir. So that means you have to basically either take the reservoir out to dump it out, or that's just the hard way. So okay, so it looks like my reservoir is empty. Now I'm gonna take this cap all the way off. Again, I don't think you need to, but I think that does something. And just because I'm a little bit on the methodical side, I like to tilt the bike down a little bit just to get every last drop. Actually, this coolant's really clean. I can't even remember when the last time I changed the coolant. I'm not sure if it was a year ago or 2 years ago, but usually on bikes I change the coolant every 2 years usually. Okay, so that's done. Let me get a rag. Scrub this clean. Okay, I can put my little plug back in here. And notice that when I first threaded it, I actually turn it counterclockwise to let it seat. And remember, this is all plastic, it's easy to strip. So counterclockwise, let it seat. Once it seats, then you could go in clockwise. I think earlier I took this off with my left hand. I'm actually right-handed, so I'm going to tighten it with my right hand. Maybe even two hands. I can't get a grip on it. Okay, that's tight enough. Remember, this is plastic, so take it easy on the, if you do use a Torx bit, take it easy on that. Otherwise, you might strip this. Well, actually, I think I have a Torx screw. Let me see if I find one. Let's see, so I have a T25. That's the biggest size I have. Nope, it's too small. So yeah, I don't have any bigger sizes, so just to make sure, really lightly the pliers. Turn this. That's it. Okay, that should be good. That's tight. I'm actually gonna put the cap halfway back on again, like I did when I drained it. So now it's all the way on, and I'm just gonna turn it over until it stops at the right before it. Actually, hold on a minute. This close. Now it's about halfway off. Hopefully that should be enough so that I could fill from my reservoir. I always prefer to fill from the reservoir. Since I don't have a long funnel, I'm going to use 2 funnels because it's at an odd angle. Actually, this one right here works. So since I don't have a long funnel for coolant, I'm going to use this one. Seems like the angle is just right. So I mixed up some 50/50 coolant already. Right now I have it in a gallon distilled water. So that's what I use. That's what you're supposed to use. You're supposed to use distilled water when you mix your coolant. So it's already 50/50. Make sure you use the right proper coolant for aluminum radiators. So it should be silicate free. And I believe this is the green type. Remember, it doesn't take much to fill this coolant up. Let's see, my reservoir's not going down, so I think my cap's a little bit too tight. I'm loosen that up a little bit more. Whoops! Too fast, too fast. That was too fast, too loose. control this. Unless it just blows out too fast. So I'm putting a really light pressure on the cap itself. Hopefully it's coming down. Okay, well, it looks like that's not going to work very well. I think the passageways are too small. So that was kind of a waste of some coolant. Let's try it without the cap. Let's see what happens. Just this fill hole's in a really awkward spot, so let's try it the other way. I can't remember how I did this last time, the first time I did this. Oh, that worked. Flow. Wow, that's just too fast. You need to slow it down somehow, or maybe I could get my funnel to fit better. Definitely need a right tool for the job, and what I have here is not working very well. Actually, what I should have done was I should have taken the bucket off and fill it from the bucket. I think that's how I did it last time. So I'm just gonna have to do this. I don't think I have time to take the bucket off, the seat bucket, to show you guys. And I don't want to edit any video. Too lazy for that. So I just have to do it the slow and hard way, I suppose. It looks almost as if radiator is full. Remember, this radiator doesn't hold much coolant at all. I mean, you look at my gallon here. It was full. Now it's barely, barely up at all. Okay, that looks full. Okay, it's full at the cap. One way you could check. Just start the motor real fast, just for a few seconds, and let the pump run through, and you'll see the coolant go down if there's any air bubbles in there. This is just for a few seconds only. Don't run it for much longer than that. Okay, so the level didn't go down, so hopefully I got all the air bubbles out. So I'm just going to close up the cap. Okay, cap's closed. Now I'm going to fill up the reservoir to the max line. Okay, so that's about it as far as doing your coolant. So to put everything back, you just do the opposite of how you took it apart. Thank you.